Oh, kia ora. So I just really wanted to talk about my background and history, just to provide our viewers out there a chance to get to know me. So welcome to my home. Here we are in Te Awamutu, and our maunga over my hill, if you look that way, is Kakapuku, where I grew up. Born and bred in Te Awamutu. When my father met my mother, they got together in the early 60s and married, and then in 1967 I was born. My father, Rongowetere, is Ngāti Maniapoto Tuturu, our marae Manioroa. My father, who was on the Board of Governors at the time, decided he had the vision to build one of the first marae for a mainstream secondary school. And o Tāwhao Marae is the birthplace of Te Wānanga Aotearoa. We launched Mahi Ora, and it was just an incredible success. In every shape and form, it was a success. In fact, it was so successful that within 18 months or so of running the program, Mahi Ora program itself was nearly 80% of the Wānanga's enrolments. And the council of the Wānanga at the time decided to talk to me about, well, we should really take your whole company over and we should absorb the Mahi Ora into the Wānanga, and I totally agreed, because I had made the arrangements as my own private training establishment, because the Wānanga had no capital to invest in the program. So basically I mortgaged the house, the car and the dog, really, to get the Mahi Ora program off the ground, and then from there worked on a program called LifeWorks and ran that through the Open Wānanga. I worked for a whole year on LifeWorks for free and donated my time, and said to the Wānanga, if you pay for my staff and the actual costs of building the LifeWorks program, I will make sure that Pākehā and New Zealanders can also have the same opportunities to access free education like our Māori have. And LifeWorks also had the same level of success for the Open Polytechnic. Then at the same time, I could see the needs for migrant New Zealanders. My whole life has had a bearing around not being part of, not owning or belonging. So I guess that's what the whole Wānanga movement is about. It's about reconnecting and rebonding and belonging to something. And I think that's what, in the last 10 years, Wānanga has given our people, that sense of belonging and regeneration of our culture and our spirit. So Kiwi Ora was launched, and oh my gosh, that just went hugely successful as well. 30,000 students from every nationality enrolled in that program, and that was a bit of a different program. It focused on settlement, citizenship and nationhood, and I'm really proud to say that at least 30% of all of the students that did Kiwi Ora also went on to learn Te Reo Māori. So out there in New Zealand we have this massive groundswell of New Zealanders who know probably more about Māori and tikanga and culture than maybe our own Pākehā New Zealanders. So I'm really proud to have contributed to that. Through that, I think we've learnt something, that New Zealand will not allow levels of Māori success, and I think our Māori people can succeed. We can succeed in ways that I don't think we've even imagined yet. Te Wānanga Aotearoa and what it has achieved is something the world has never seen. We are on a world stage recognised in ways that other institutions are not recognised, and I'm really, really proud of that history and that background. In fact, on this website is the documentary of the history of Te Wānanga Aotearoa, going right back to its founding days, to my Māori teacher Boy Mangu and my father building the wānanga. And also there will be a link to a book by Dr. Bruce Bryant called A Small Window, where he documents in detail exactly what happened in 2005 in the Crown intervention in Te Wānanga Aotearoa. And there is another history Part 2 documentary that Benta Mohia has brought out, which talks about his period of time leading Te Wānanga Aotearoa, and now moving forward, Te Wānanga Aotearoa now has a new chapter that it is journeying towards. So it's going to be interesting what our wānanga is heading towards in the future, and I'll look forward to watching that closely. So all in all, if I was to sum up my life, it has been a tumultuous experience.